I apologize if you guys were hearing random sounds. Give me just a moment. We'll get started in just a bit. Hello everyone and welcome to Skullgirls Get Gr8. This is the audio test. We will be starting soon. Please let me know if any of the commentators this week are a little too loud or a little too quiet. Actually, it's just me. I'm okay with that. If there's any audio that is off balance, please let me know ASAP. I will gladly adjust it because I want the stream to be just perfect for you. Hey there, Jam. Hello, Turktos. I see y'all have been going wild in chat. Good to hear. Have any of you guys been watching Frosty? Tekken 7 should be happening soon if it's not happening already, and that's honestly what everyone should be watching and playing or doing or whatever. But Skullgirls Get Gr8 welcomes you all the same. What are those people using Walmart pads? Not Rabble maybe? Rabble maybe. Yo-Yo's in there. Mars is there. If the picture comes back up, I can point out a lot of the individuals because I've met them in person. That's a good picture. I really, really like that picture. The dank meme. Prime SG humor, in my opinion. Forgetting something. What am I forgetting? It should be fun. Let's go ahead and get started. I mean, assuming no one has complaints about audio and whatnot. Oh, that's what I'm forgetting. I figured it out. All right, give me a moment. Alright, someone asking a question. Hello, Crank. Oh, hello. Yes. Haven't watched any of Frosty yet. I tuned in the stream for a game that I wasn't familiar with playing. The biggest tournament is, surprisingly, Guilty Gear Accent Core. But I'm very happy that it's in the spotlight right now because, goddamn, that game is probably the best Guilty Gear game out there. It's not my favorite game by any means. I like it less than Skullgirls, but that game, it's pretty good. It's pretty good. I sound good. Thank you very much. Greatly appreciated. Are there actually only like 2 people in chat? What's going on? Okay, we got 11. It's kind of weird coming from, like, you know, getting 60, 60, 70, 11. I guess people are watching that good shit. SG is over 1/6 of the tourney participation. Hell yeah, it is. I mean, you gotta... Okay, that's not fair, though, right? Because, like, Tekken was capped at, like, 256 or whatever, and it filled out within an hour. So, like, if they doubled the allowed... like, Guilty Gear is the only game that has more participants over 256, I think. Maybe there's one other game, but, like, I think it's the only one. And that's because it's the only one that allows that many. Keep in mind, Skullgirls was capped at 128 until people complained enough that they opened it up until 256. I'm sure Tekken would have been 500, 600, 700 people if, you know, if it was completely open. And that goes for all these games. All these games would probably have had a lot more people if they were open. But they wanted to keep it controlled. I understand that. I respect it 100%. I'm not saying that they made the wrong decision here. In fact, I'm actually shocked that they allowed that many Guilty Gear players. That alone is a little weird. Xrd has easier matchmaking. If Xrd had easier matchmaking, I'd be playing that too. Oh, I guess. I just don't like Xrd, personally. The Guilty Gear engines in general always feel like input drops are just inherent to the system, and I always hated that. Xrd doesn't have rollback yet? No, it does not. It's delay-based code. The only what's it called? The only games from ArcSys that have rollback are Strive, because it was a major selling point. Albeit it's one of the things carrying the game, honestly. And very recently, Accent Core plus R. They're likely to port improvements from XX to other titles. I don't know. I don't think so, actually. Because, to be 100% honest, Accent Core is the only Guilty Gear title that refuses to die. They might. I mean, if people hate Strive so much that no one's playing it, they might backtrack it to, what's it called? To Xrd, but it's unlikely. I'm gonna pull a Capcom? I wouldn't think they would sink that low, but I don't know. Either way, let me take care of one last thing, and then we'll go ahead and get started, because we're already, what, 15 minutes late? Almost 20? just get kicked from my own lobby? What the hell happened? Whatever. I was doing that. I gotta click keyboard. They are not blues. They are, in fact, Kale Jades. So, functionally green switches. So I bought a glorious keyboard and manually swapped out every single switch. It's not as impressive as like a normal keyboard, obviously. I didn't like unsolder and resolder new switches onto it. But I specifically bought the glorious keyboard so I can hot swap the keys as I wanted to. And I bought 110 jades because I'm making a fight stick using gamer finger buttons as soon as they actually arrive. It's been a month. I should probably check up on that. I wonder what the hell happened with that. But I wanted to use, instead of the silver button or the gray buttons that they come with, silver, gray, I don't remember. I think it's silver switches that they normally come with. I wanted to swap them out with jades specifically because I have like a switcher. I've tried all the different like most common like keyboard switches, and jade was the ones that felt the best for like a fighting game button. But since I had 109 or so left over, or not 100 and 102, I think 102 left over. I was planning on just dumping it into my glorious keyboard. I'm like, hell yeah, let's go with it, you know? COVID-19, your shipment has been delayed. I mean, it shouldn't be by this much. The thing is, Gamerfinger has always been a little bit sketch. If you go to their website, it looks like it was made with HTML in like 1992. It has never come off as a website that's gonna reliably give me my product. But I took the jump and the risk and tried to get it, and I don't know what's gonna happen. I should probably contact them and be like, what the fuck? What's going on? Oh, right. ASMR. What kind of keys do you got? You just missed this conversation, Doc. We just talked about it for like 5 minutes. Kale Jade. I'll type it out for you guys. Still forgetting something. What the fuck am I forgetting? This bothers me so much. All right, let's just get the links out there, and I'll remember as I need to. And the Steam group chat. Everyone's not Yox. What is this? Cool. Expected, but okay. Cool. And cool. Is my refrigerator running? Oh shit, it is. It's out on the street. What the hell? Nah. Let's go ahead and get started. Is what I would say, but this lobby's Bork. Why am I like this? try this again. Alright everyone, welcome to Skullgirls Get Gr8. What we do here is we match you up against a relatively even opponent and then provide constructive criticism on your play. We won't tell you everything that's wrong with your play, we'll just tell you what you need to focus on the most, with hopefully a little bit of extra advanced advice to, you know, keep in the back of your head while you're practicing. But we will try to emphasize to the best we can your major weakness and what you need to focus on most. With me today is absolutely nobody, and that is A-okay, fine by me. I am all yours. What else? Let's go ahead and get started. The first matchup of the evening is Beautiful Jam versus Turk Toss. So go ahead and get on in here. Reminder that if you are participating today, please join the Steam group chat. You can find the Steam group chat by typing !GG8 chat into Twitch chat. What am I forgetting? That should be it. But anyways, if you join the Steam group chat, please stay in there until your match is over, or stay in there always. Either one works. It is what we will use to communicate about logistics. If there are issues, lag issues, questions, you're not sure how something works, something's not working, you crash, you have to run somewhere quickly, that's where you tell me, because that is the #1 place I will check. It is not because it is a good form of communication, it is because it is the only place where nobody talks, and that's very convenient. So let's do it. You can't watch the stream, please ping when it's your turn. Alright. No problem, buddy. I've been live a while. Yeah. Oh, I guess that's why no one was here. That makes sense. Because I didn't post the links into the Discord yet. Oh. I didn't realize people actually use that. Just kind of put that there as like a gentle reminder to like 3 or 4 people who are just like chilling and want to watch or whatever. But I don't know. I'm okay with that. Hey, so I was going through over some logistics yesterday for various reasons that you will hear about soon. But like I was going over several logistics about our channel and whatnot. And it's really interesting because the VOD for Skullgirls Get Gr8 week 1, January 2020, so last year, the first week, so it's not even a prize pool, that is our most viewed video of all time. It is a tournament, the first week of a Get Gr8, and it has 1,100 views. I don't know. I don't know why. I like tried like looking into it, tried skimming through. It's not like we had like a special commentator or anything. It's just me being a jackass. Like, I don't know. It comes up first. Is it the first VOD that pops up? But why though? Keep in mind, we've been doing this stream for 5 years. We've been doing Get Gr8 for 3 years, right? So like Get Gr8, it's a little bit more understandable, but like, it's such a strange VOD for it to come first. It might be like a... Like, other videos don't even get past, like, 300-400, really. There's a couple that do, but, like, we've rarely gotten past 300 views or so on YouTube. 1,100, I mean, again, it's not an impressive number by any means. Like, it's still just pocket change, too, in, like, the vast ocean of YouTube. But it's like, what about that one stood out so much, you know? Reminds me of this random happiness vid I posted for a class and, like, 50 views. Or a vid. Oh, well, yeah. Pausing? I'm not sure what you mean by that. Can't find the July 2nd one that you were on. I know 2 of the VODs, or no, I think a VOD and a half were purged. But that shouldn't be the July 2nd one. Both of them were pretty recent. Alright. Oh, wow. Hey, alright, let's go. Oh, almost a full combo. Kind of wanted to see it go into the super. Return the favor. Almost. There was an attempt. Yeah. So this is one of those like weight class things. Like a lot of people will practice their combos against medium weights, which is, you know, normal. It's acceptable. It'll help give you a good balance between what you got to do for heavies and what you got to do for lights. But it looks like both of you guys can use practice on just like practicing your combos on lights, because it seems like you guys have your routes down. It's not muscle memory yet, but you guys have your routes down, and you guys are just not able to pull it off on a light. That's what it looks like. Okay. I don't expect you to know a mid-screen double snap, and that's fine. Also, that was just a weird route in general. Like, I don't think you were going to be able to get a mid-screen double snap from that distance or whatever. Maybe. I don't know. Might have needed an assist. Bird insurance is dumb. So I'm going to post a link in chat. This is more intermediate. It's like lower intermediate advice, so I don't feel that bad for like linking this to you guys. But there is a technique in this game called chicken block land canceling. Both of you guys are not new here, so you guys have probably heard me talk about it before. But to beat Eliza's anything, especially her bird insurance, you have to do chicken block land canceling. Just like how push blocking completely deletes Squiggly as a character, chicken block land canceling completely deletes Eliza as a character. It is the thing you have to use to stand a chance against her. This, of course, will not solve the problem of Eliza with a lockdown assist, but it will get you started. This is how you start turning the game around on Eliza. Nice. That was brave, and that was actually really good. So Turktoss, what's it called? What's it called? Dashed to the other side. I think you block dash too, which is even better. But in case you didn't block dash, you did at least dash to the other side, which is legit. That's exactly what you should do. And then you should have pressed the button, because band was coming down with a button. And normals only autocorrect in the air. This is more of an intermediate thing, but normals only autocorrect in the air if you double jump and or super jump. So after a normal, after the double jump will autocorrect, and super jump normals will autocorrect, and of course specials will always autocorrect. Did I say it's 3 games? It should be 5 games. Okay, I'm correcting the thing. It's supposed to be 5 games today. I apologize for anyone who's confused. Hopefully, I mean, these 2 players should have their stream paused, but I'll let them know. Losing track of where you are. So Hairball is not an approach option. It's a good way of shredding through armor, but any decent anti-air will destroy you for doing that. Okay. Some affiliate player in chat, someone correct me if I'm wrong here, but I'm pretty sure you're supposed to convert off of the wall bounce with a standing heavy punch. Or like 2 hits. I don't think you're supposed to use the light, is what I'm trying to get at. You can do standing light punch. Does that save OTG? Because all I'm thinking is like crouching light kick into 2 hits should not be necessary. It scales a little bit more, and you're restanding a little slowly. So standing light punches in this game, generally speaking, restand in 1 hit as opposed to every other move, which requires 2 hits. So what you can do is you can standing light punch, I guess, to save OTG, because it'll put them into a stand-up state and then convert into a standing heavy punch. So that way you keep OTG, so you can still do some dumb stuff later, and you reduce 1 hit of scaling, I think. I'm not positive about this. This is something you might have to lab out. But it is something you should start keeping in mind, like where you're using up OTG, when you're not using up OTG. If you can cut out a hit to reduce scaling for your heavies, and so on and so forth. It might not matter too much because Gregor hits and scales to oblivion anyway, but it's something. It's 5. It is 5. Pretty sure you can do standing light punch, convert it easily off of wall bounces. Yeah. I don't know what's the correct thing to do. I just don't think it's crouching light kick. Beautiful Jam, I know, also wanted me to talk about game plan info. Here's the problem with, in Skullgirls specifically, this is very specific to Skullgirls. Game plan info gets trumped by consistency 1000% of the time. And what I mean by that is, if you have a game plan right? Like a set play, or like a set of resets you want to do, or a general idea of like how you want to get in, and then what kind of resets you want to go for, or whatever. If you want to have a plan like that, you have to be able to rely on your ability to consistently get to those points, right? In other games, either combos are shorter, or you can't get full damage off of every hit confirm anyway. So in those games, it's a little bit more understandable because you want a game plan, because you're not relying on the fact that you're always going to be able to get your opponent to the exact same situation you want to every time. In Skullgirls, you can. In Skullgirls, you can 100% of the time be consistent with your combos, and almost 100% of the time get into a full combo from any hit confirm. So because of that, consistency is key. So what I recommend is, instead of focusing on a game plan at all, here's what you can focus on if you want baby game plan, all right? First of all, get consistent with your full combo. That's more than important, right? 100% consistency with your combo is king in this situation. The other thing you can do is focus on like what's an overhead that works for your character, or in your case, characters. Like Band has giant step, obviously. Eliza has bird insurance, and Philia has the IAD jumping hard kick. So out of all of those are all overheads. How can you get a full combo off of all of them? And there you'll start building the skeletons of a mediocre set play. And that's what kind of game plan you should be focusing on. And in that case, after that, start just making decisions. Do I want to go overhead? Commit to it. Just like immediately in your head, pretend that you got the hit and go for that overhead and get the full combo off. If it gets blocked, then it doesn't matter. It got blocked, right? And you can just stop doing your combo. But don't try to react to if you got a hit confirm or not. Just commit. And that's your game plan, right? So there's your bare bone basics of a game plan. Can I get a hit overhead? Can I get a hit, or can I get a full combo off of an overhead? Can I get a full combo off of a light kick? And can I get, yeah, it is 5. You would know if you were in the group chat, just saying. But yeah, overhead, low, and if you want a throw as well. For Philia specifically, off of super, you'll also probably want that too. So off of Gregor specifically. There's your game plan, all right? So you have 4 combos you need to learn, with 3 for every character, 4 for Philia specifically. Let's see what else we got going here. All right. Obviously wanted to go into launcher, but you didn't let go of down fast enough. See, crouching hard punch is also slow. It kind of gives you enough time for you to be able to physically react to, oh shit, I pressed the wrong button, might as well go Gregor, you know what I mean? In that situation, you want to pay attention to your character's position. Characterize you're coming off as someone who's like watching your own character more than your opponent. Your opponent was just blatantly above you. Use the DP super instead. Use Fenrir. You might have forgotten. So like, obviously I'm not gonna be too harsh on that. But because like I don't know, Fenrir as the game progresses and evolves, Fenrir becomes less and less useful. I shouldn't say less and less useful, less and less used. It's still just as useful as it was before. Don't drop stuff in Skullgirls is probably the most important in this game, because you give your opponent chances and you die fast. That's true, right? Because offense is king in this game. If you end up giving up offense, you just kind of die. And if Fortune gets you to the corner, she doesn't even have to be hitting you. You might just kind of die. Being in the corner against the Fortune is just the scariest thing in this game, I think. Still not the most busted character. But definitely the scariest. No! Should have gone for a grab or snapped even. If you're not sure what to do about Spooky Skeleton, just wait till you've blocked something, or wait till your opponent's like in recovery from a heavy, and then you snap. You'll get a wall bounce into a full combo. Like, it's fine, right? Like, spend the meter. You're not using it anyway, Turk Toss. I think we went over this several times in the past, where you don't use your resources when they're so readily available to you. I saw you mash a couple of times in the previous game, right, with the Gregor, and that was awesome. That was good. That was a good idea. You just got to start using the right super. But like, the idea was correct, using the super there. And since you're as conservative as you are already with your meter, you're gonna have plenty of meter to snap to get a bunch of health back, right? You're fighting a team, so snap to get your red health back. 60% of it, I think. And 30% of you snap the assist, but whatever. But 60% get your red health back, right? That's pretty cool. And on top of that, you get rid of armor. It breaks all armor, including hyper armor, such as Eliza's. The other thing you could have done is, since you were behind Eliza, you could have grabbed, obviously, right? But you have to have more matchup, experience, I guess, for you to be able to just do that on reaction. You definitely should be doing that, though. And again, you can get full combos off of all of these. Gregor to the other side. Good blocks. Bad punish. The other way of looking at it. Oof. My guy. Alright, I'm giving you homework, Terktas. You gotta go into the lab and just do your combo a bazillion times. I swear to God. Good mash. It's a perfect situation where you want to mash. Doesn't matter if you get blocked. You definitely weren't going to get blocked there, but in general. It's only a problem if it keeps on happening, right? That's why I always say, it's like you gotta put the fear in them. You gotta show them that you're willing to mash. Only when they respect it, that's when you gotta tone back. And if you want to play that Yomi game, you can start toning back a little bit early when you expect them to, get used to it or whatever. But that's intermediate. Yomi is 100% intermediate. Y'all just gotta get your fundamentals down. I don't think I saw a single ban combo. I could be wrong about that. I legitimately don't think I saw a single ban combo. I just saw brass being used occasionally. I answered the question about game plan. You're right. Your band is behind. Yeah. So, Jam. You drive, drivel, whatever. I feel like a deja vu. I feel like I've had that confusion before. Anyway, Jam, your question about your game plan, I answered it during the stream. Hopefully, you had the stream pause, so go back and watch the VODs and hear it out. But basically, you're gonna need to build consistency. And if you want to build game plan while practicing consistency, you got a lot of work on your plate, all right? So you got a lot of homework. Drive was your father. Of course, my mistake. It's like I got a tabletop game going, and there's a character we met. And we rolled on his table for what his name was gonna be. Like, it was an NPC, and we're just like, it's like, so what is your name? After we've been traveling with them for so long, and they're like, oh yes, of course, my name is what was it? It was like, we tried to ask for his name. He's like, well, of course, I'm nothing like my father. And he says, we asked what his father's name was. We rolled on the table, and it was just like, my father's name was Mason, Hammer Mason. No, how the fuck did it go? Okay. So we named a horse Jeffrey, and the NPC we were traveling with got really, really sentimental and said his father's name was Jeffrey. And I'm like, what was his last name? It was Jeffrey Mason. And I'm like, damn, that's pretty cool. He was a masonry or whatever. And so we asked, what's his name? And he's like, my name is Hammer Mason. And I'm like, damn, that's one hell of a name.
This battle is all in the mind.
Hydra Mao, if you guys think studying is cringe, that explains a lot. That's all I will say. I'll leave that for you to interpret. Standing hard kick, does the shadow, BFF reversal. I'm liking what I see. Pick it up. I'm gonna go for a reset. I saw the attempt. Yep, finish the combo. Super. There we go. Got the kill. Good shit. We are, of course, in intermediate right now, by the way. I like the break to the other side. cross under. That was good shit. Okay, so in general, I like delayed bursts because it usually messes up people's setup. And I think Cry Havoc, that's what your muscle memory was telling you. It's like, oh, this is a setup. He's gonna bait me. I'm gonna pop really late when he's trying to punish or whatever. Keep your eyes open. Don't let that autopilot consume you. All right, keep your eyes open. Watch your opponent. Watch your opponent's character. Because there was no reason you would assume that you were gonna get anything off of a burst there, obviously, right? And it's not like Fuko is a fast character. It's not like she can double dash into your face. You know what I mean? You want to teach them the Shadow Mix? Well, Hydra, have I got the news for you? If you join our Discord, which you are definitely already in, D-I-S-C-O-R-D, you can reach out to these players and give them advice, probably. Assuming these two players also join the Discord. Fireball. This is zoning. Okay. That was a good pop. Okay, so now expect a reset. Not expect a reset. What was I saying? You know your opponent's pressing buttons, so you're just gonna keep going for burst baits against you. So watch out for burst baits. You gotta be careful when to press buttons. You can look for a reset also if you think like one step ahead in the Yomi. Your opponent's expecting you to stop bursting out of things, you know? At this level, they're just gonna keep burst baiting you. You've popped every time, I think. I want to see another burst bait come out of Lumen right now. Alright, instead he went for a reset. Your opponent's been pressing buttons non-stop. That has not changed, and you even got a counter hit out of that. Like, pay attention to what your opponent's doing. I like the fact that you're changing things up. I like the fact that you have a burst bait. I like the fact that you have a combo. I like the fact that you have resets. These are all good things, and you need to practice all these things. Like, just from watching, I can tell it's like, you're a little bit slow on these. Your execution can be cleaned up just a tiny bit, but it's like minor details, right? It's working. That's the important part. But pay attention to what is working. Your opponent fell for burst baits consistently. Keep using them. I mean, I guess that works. I would have gone for some sort of drill shenanigans just because you could have chipped him out, most likely, in the worst case scenario, you know? And if you saw some sort of command grab coming out, Kara cancel into BFF, you can go from there, you know what I mean? In that specific situation, like, just kind of micro dash forward BFF, I don't know what that was. No Fuqua you ever play uses H-Shadow neutral, but it's working. H-Shadow neutral is actually not that bad because it's semi-anti-airs. So you can, especially if you have your opponent in the corner or whatever, or like close enough to the corner, you can kind of get them into a weird checkmate situation where they're going to be stuck blocking something in the first place. If you have an assist, that makes it even better, right? Because the assist plus a shadow is some good pressure. That or H-Shadow Assist, I guess. I don't recommend H-Shadow Assist. I recommend Drill under like 99.9% of circumstances. M-Shadow for very specific teams, but like that's more of a, it does some cool stuff, not so much of a like this will win you games kind of thing. Although I will say M-Shadow plus Squiggly is really fucking stupid. It's like really good. It doesn't do shit for damage, which is unfortunate, but if it did do damage, that might be one of the best teams in the game. The mix off of that shit is insane. If you guys want to know more about M Shadow Squiggly randomly, talk to JP. He's the guy who invented it. Not true. Squiggly plus most assists actually gives you damage. There are very few assists that actually give you like solid setups.
That's all, folks.
Peacock sending hard punch is questionable. H-Spiral, yes, that is one of the good ones that gives you mix-ups. A-Train is another one that gives you good mix-ups, but again, you use A-Train more for the what's it called? damage than the mix-up. Brass, same thing. You can get mix-ups off of it. It's not reliable because it's shakeable, but you, again, use it more for the damage instead of the mix-ups. H-Spiral, you can use it for fucking everything. Lockdown, because it chips like 1100 damage or some shit. You can use it for Squiggly Vortex, which is incredibly powerful. What's his face popularized it? Why am I forgetting his name? I feel so bad. Drills. There we go. Twin drills. Squiggly with Peacock standing hard punch assist is sus in general, though. Like, I just wouldn't play that. I'm sure you can make it work. I've made H teleport assist work, okay? So like Squiggly H teleport assist is godlike for those guys who don't know. But like, again, it's not something I would recommend. It's just really cool. How does that even work? So H teleport, what ends up havoc is there's a lot to this, right? So let me tell you after this game, because I actually want to focus on this a little bit, because I want to see how Cry Havoc handles the Peacock. This is hell on earth. Okay, Havoc, I'm gonna send you some Peacock Dead Zone shit. More important than that, honestly, is this is what you just kind of held forward, or I don't know what the hell you were doing. You got hit by a lot of projectiles. So a couple of things here, right? The most important stuff is you can block dash in this game, right? Just as a reminder, you can press 1+2 on the same frame. You'll start dashing forward, and if just after dash startup you start holding back, you will block the entire approach. Sometimes it's hard to find a window to do that, in which case what you should do is you should up back. I believe Fuko has double jump, right? Yeah, Fuko definitely has double jump. Correct me if I'm wrong at some point, but I'm pretty sure Fuko has double jump. So Fuko jumps, and what she does is block the... You can either jump backwards one and jump forward one if you have room, and then you'll go over the Airshow George and whatever. You have to wait till item drop is on cooldown. Alternatively, you can up back and block the item, and it'll actually push you forward a little bit, then land, and then double jump forward during the cooldown, and then you'll get about half screen of spacing away, and that's what you want to be before you can BFF your opponent, right? So that's like general ideas, but it looked like you were just kind of eating a fuck ton of damage. Alright, cool, we got in, though. I see what you did. You got in. Snap. Or this. You should have snapped. I mean, this is fine, I guess. Getting rid of the Peacock is probably a bit more important. Yeah, I don't know. It's questionable. Just dump the meter because you can. Speaking of which, Cry Havoc, you haven't been able to really use too much meter. It's unfortunate. I don't think you really had too much of an opportunity. You lost a lot of your life just trying to get in on Peacock, and once you finally got in, you were able to do some work, get the Peacock out of the picture, but so on and so forth. Alright, next match of the evening. Evening? Afternoon? I think it's still afternoon, yeah. Is gonna be QB versus your local dunce. So while they're getting in, I'll talk a little bit about H teleport tech, okay? So hear me out, right? So let's just talk about H teleport in general, right? This is without Squiggly. So what's cool about H teleport, right, is it's invulnerable frame 4. So what ends up happening is if you alpha counter in with H teleport, you're invulnerable and you immediately get to escape the corner or go anywhere you want, because the first 11 frames after an alpha counter, you're completely invulnerable. So you have a full invulnerable H teleport. On top of that, you're on the other side, so you just have to escape corner and pressure, and like if your opponent had heavily committed to like a super or something, you get a heavy counter hit punish, or you just get to back off and start your zoning game. So that's kind of cool, I guess, right? It's not the best thing in the world, it's just kind of cool. What is cool is you can cancel it into fake teleport. So you alpha counter in holding light punch or whatever, and you'll get fake teleport instead, so you end up getting a punish on them like for pressing a button. So get fucked, I guess. So that's just H teleport in general, so that's kind of cool, right? Now let's take it a step further. Let's add Squiggly to the point, right? And now you have H teleport assist. So what's really cool is you'll notice about Squiggly is center stage Daisy is completely unjumpable, right? That's pretty cool. What's uncool is that if you use center stage Daisy and you're not already close enough to do that, Daisy will whiff. Your opponent is not close enough to you to fall into the Daisy, unless you use H teleport. So what happens is if you use H teleport assist, they teleport behind your opponent, right? So then when you use Saria's center stage, it pulls Peacock and your opponent to you. So what happens is your opponent is closer than a half screen spacing away, and that's the range that Daisy works. So you get a full screen unjumpable Daisy, thanks to H teleport assist. So you get punished for being full screen, defensively or not. It doesn't matter. If you are touching the ground, you will die. Oh yeah, absolutely. I mean, A-Train assist also is good for that. Brass assist is also good for that. Like, all that stuff is really good. The fact that you can do it with Saria's center stage, like, without your opponent doing an action, is what makes the H teleport assist bullshit, right? Because all of those rely on people not blocking the assist or not, like, just avoiding the assist with a neutral jump or something. All of those rely on the fact that your opponent jumped forward to the other side of your assist, right? That's when center stage Daisy becomes dumb. But with H teleport, you punish your opponent for fucking standing still. Like, they don't have to block anything. They don't have to be pressing a button. If they're on the ground, H teleport will be behind them and push them into your Daisy 100% of the time. That's that good shit, is all I'm saying. It's that good shit. Do I recommend it? Abso-fucking-lutely not. But it's funny. Another thing is, if you have center stage assist, you can and you have charge. Like if you punch charge, you know, do a combo, DHC out into Bella, for example. So this is one of my favorite teams, was Squiggly, Peacock, Bella. No, Squiggly, Bella, Peacock, in that order. So then you would DHC out into Bella, right? And then with center stage assist, Saria's center stage assist specifically, like when she has charge, you get full screen 360 bullshit. You dash. You dash forward and then you cancel it into 360, or you just block depending on what your opponent's doing. Like if your opponent's in the air or whatever. Actually, no, you dash and then you go into, what's it called? Excella, and then you carve that into 360, if I remember correctly, after Saria's center stage. So you basically have a guaranteed Bella fun thing. There's my tech dump for the day, I guess. You want some bullshit? There's some bullshit. Remember me and Rabble were sharing a room at, like, Combo Breaker at some point. I don't remember the details. But I remember he woke me up from a nap and he's just like, hey, Crank, you know Squiggly. What can center stage do for Beowulf? I'm like, here's an unblockable setup. You use, what's it called? You use Wolf Shoot with Saria's center stage assist. And then you can... The Wolf Shoot will catch them if they're on the ground. Saria's center stage assist will stop them from jumping. And if you time it just right, you can Kara cancel Wolf Shoot into Airwolf Super. So you end up having an unblockable setup. Squiggly's an interesting character when she has punch charge. It's too bad that they didn't do her the justice that, like, you know, Peacock or Robo has, where you can do H item drop for Peacock, or, you know, build up the Servo's 1 assist column and use it the next assist column with Robo. This is a mess. What the fuck is going on? Is it truly unblockable? I have not found a way to beat it. And Rabble didn't at the time either. So, yeah. What was that? Yeah, if you do Wolf Shoot, startup, and then call Saria's center stage assist, on center stage, you let the Wolf Shoot rock if they're on the ground, or if they're in jump startup, you cancel the startup of Wolf Shoot into Airwolf. You can't cancel it mid active frames or anything like that. You have to do it during startup. They're still playing? Wait, what? What's happening? All right, one more once. Let's try this again.
Nice hairball. Everybody march your marks.
Okay, get the sliding knockdown, and we're gonna roll off our head. Yes, we are. All right, let's see some full bleed shit. Woof! Looking good. Oh, you got the instant overhead. Weren't able to go into a full combo from that. You gotta be able to do something. without like air super or something. But even if you have to use air super, if you got a Hickman from like that, just fucking go. Go, my guy. You might want to be like trying to build up the 2 meters just so you can DHC out in the worst case scenario. So I kind of respect it also. You also might want to snap in this situation, you know, even though you don't have the 2 meter for a DHC, snapping is it's pretty cool because, you know, get rid of all that red health. I'm surprised that worked actually. I'm actually kind of upset that that worked, that your pillar stopped the Gregor. God damn. Alright, let's talk from QB's perspective. Oh, so QB asked last week. No, this week. QB asked this week about fundamentals. This is a weird question. Because this isn't Tekken, right? It's not like you have things they gotta fundamentally practice at all times. It's not one of those games. Fundamentals include, I guess, like basic mechanics, right? Like block dashing, like making sure that whenever you're dashing forward, you're using buttons, and making sure that you're blocking during those dashes when you're on the ground, right? You're playing Filia right now, so you're mostly IADing, so it's not even that big of a deal. Your IAD, by the way, is another fundamental. You're doing fine with that. PBGCs are fundamental, right? So make sure you're practicing your PBGCs. I don't think I've seen like that was a really slow push block. You waited for the second hit. Try to push block the first hit. It's hard to do. It's not easy, but it'll do you miracles. I promise you. Push blocking first hit is a gift from the gods. Okay, so he tried to make it safe with a very slow fake drill thing. I would have just actually used light drill there. Light drill would have pseudo made it safe, I think. I'm not actually sure. Conversion, you tried. Also, QB, this isn't your character. Or your team, I should say. What's going on here? Guess we just learned in Filia. Level 3 is not the reversal you want to use. Level 3 you only use for damage, always. It doesn't matter. Just use Gregor. Something's going on with the connection. Want me to split the matchup? I can do that. It's only been 2 games. I can give you guys each 3 games. Are we splitting the matchup? Someone just give me a final say. If it's not playable, let's split the matchup. Alright, we are splitting the matchup. I will fight QB. Since I reliably have a good connection. Well, I shouldn't say I have a reliable connection with them, but I do have a connection that I'm willing to play with them, generally speaking. Let's see if I remember how to play this video game. I'm only playing in a tournament tomorrow. Oh, that's not good. Oh my god. Alright, I need to change my buttons, I'll be right back. Oh my fucking god. I hate this. Navigating with like incorrect buttons is such a nightmare. Justin Wong? Justin Wong used to play SG. Not like, he didn't go deep into it, but he definitely played for a minute. You'll only find him playing vanilla though, so if you look for footage of it, I don't think there's that much footage, if any, of him playing modern Skullgirls. He played vanilla, which was 8 years old, like pre any of those patches. There's some of him playing last year. Oh, that's cool. That's good shit. Yeah. Let's see. Okay, that works. Got a multi-hitting start though. Makes sense though, I might be using standing hard punch. I messed up, that's okay. I messed up. I don't need 2 meter because I'm not going to DHC. Be careful with throwing out jabs like that. It's not actually good. Even tick throws, like tick throws, tick lows, like that kind of mix up. It's only kind of good. You're also setting yourself up to be PUGC, so you gotta remember. What the hell am I doing? Oh, I thought you were gonna go for IAD stuff. Bad read on my part. So the throwing out tons of crouching light kicks, it's not actually good. Don't bother. You can't. There's no way you're gonna be able to react and hit confirm it. Don't even try. You can try practicing like hit confirming off of a medium. So going into the medium is good. And immediately going for a tick throw setup might be an okay idea. But again, like it's actually not as good as a lot of people think it is. I'm one of those people. I used to think it's really good. Oh, nice idea. That was a good idea. Minded that I am safe after you are forced to block my burst. This is for anyone who's watching. I am safe, but that doesn't mean I can't get grabbed. I messed up. God damn it. Ow! I too do not have a combo, I guess. I probably could have killed with one beam. I don't know why I used all three. A level 1 beam. XP. 6P. Tried to 6P. Awkward. Okay, there's no beam. Sure. Kill me. Don't drop this combo. Don't you dare. Good.
We'll be right back after these
There was one thing, there's only one real comment I had about that one, is when you had me in the corner, you're doing a lot of pressure on me, you did a fuck ton of damage, and that's awesome, but you got me out of the corner. You shouldn't have done that, especially not against Robo. That can let any Robo just win. Nice. So make sure you're blending me in this corner. It is what it is. It's a connection. Oh my god, that killed me. That's funny. Where's my crouching light kick? Or crouching medium kick? Whatever. That's awkward. It's extra awkward. Nice PBGC DP there. I mean, it wasn't a perfect PBGC, but the attempt was good. I respect it. Me? Alright. You dream of electric mice. I never heard that line before. That's good. Let's level up a little bit. That's not good. Kiwi's about to expose the fuck out of me. Oh, let's go. Don't end pressure on the heavy. I don't know how to follow this up. Oh, jeez. Wait, that crossed me up. No! That crossed me up. I was fine. I would have blocked that and I would have had enough meter to kill you. Alright. Let's do one more. I'll do 4 games with Dunce as well. Then we'll call it. I got exposed. Wow, that didn't anti-air you. Okay. Oh, come on. Where's my band? It'd be a shame if you drop this. Good. Oh, nice. I'm grab vulnerable. Good call. So I purposely did not snap you that entire final game. You had 5 meter and you didn't snap me.
Okay, nothing left to see.
I'm looking at you funny like, fuck you doing? Know what I'm saying? Alright. Good games. Well played. Yeah, like, I get it. Your Philly is new. You're picking her up nice. Like, I see you got that good neutral sense in there. You do need to get your combos down a little bit better. But for the most part, you weren't dropping them, so that's pretty cool. You didn't drop them when it mattered the most, so that's awesome. It's fantastic. But I do think that you are playing a solo without a solo mindset. If you're planning on adding her to your team, just put her on point on a team. It doesn't matter if it's not the team order you want, just put her on point on your team. So you're playing her with a mindset that you're going to have to... You're going to play with the mindset that you're going to have to play with. You know what I mean? That's my recommendation with that. Most of my advice came from the first couple of games, honestly. Anything after that, it's just kind of like... just dribble. Alright. Whoop my ass, dunce. Show me what you can do with this fortune. Get me to the corner, full bleed me to death. Let's go.
Gentlemen and ladies, it's showtime!
Oh, okay, sure. Don't autocorrect. Fine game. It's happening. It's happening. Don't reset me. Kill me. Good shit. Alright, good. You are fortuning me to death. Oh, that works. Oh my god, I can't believe the explosion actually got to me. I don't know why I didn't finish the combo. Probably just should have. I can't believe that second one hit. Or, I mean, missed. That's what I meant to say. That works. Yes, that was on purpose. Good. I was wondering if you would punish the second one. Good shit.
A round of applause for our contestants. Just one more. I apologize in advance.
Fortune's head takes exactly 50% damage. So if you hit both, you're doing 150% damage to her. Yes. Should be a shame if I exploded. There we go. Oh, that's right. I got my team order all sorts of wrong. Unfortunate. Unfortunate. Good kill. Just enough meter. I could cost me again. This could be really bad. What you doing dropping your combos? Alright, I gave you this character. Do not drop another combo. Good.
That's right, little miss. Player 2 wins!
2 more. Just like that. Come on.
Believe in the announcer that believes in you.
I'm a little confused, honestly, because your Fortune's doing a lot better than your Parasol right now. So I'm glad you didn't drop that combo at the end. That works. Okay, sure. Fortune Robo was hit. That makes sense. What's going on? What's going on? Come on. I only got a little bit harder than that.
We'll be right back after these messages.
You're only on level 3. Let's go.
Pardon me,
When you flash screen, it means you got a frame perfect PBGC, yes.
ladies.
Oh, this is awkward. That's not what I wanted. Sure. Super kill. Good shit. Oh, this is bad. Was bad. damn, I'm bad. It's always my turn if I'm mashing. You gotta remember that. You're getting there. I think your parasol wasn't warmed up. That's what it looked like. It looked like your fortune game plan in general is right, but you're not doing optimal headless stuff. It just kind of seems like you're going for whatever is safe, which makes sense. That was 4 games, so I'm gonna have to stop it there. Since you did get to play at least one proper game, or question mark proper game with Kubi. We waited until the 3rd game before we switched over. I gave you guys a bonus game, so that was 6 games for each of you. So good shit. That was fun. Hope you guys enjoyed. We still have one more set of the evening, I think? Yes, we have 2, in fact. We have Grey Arsenic versus Mao, followed by Doc versus an open lobby. Let's go ahead and get Grey versus Mao up in this ASAP. Does that band skin have a subtle CRT effect on it? I don't think so. I'm not sure, though. A lot of that was quiet because, you know, I was like, you know, playing the video game. But if you guys have any questions about what you guys did or have any desire for extra critique, obviously you can always at me in the Discord. This goes without saying. This is open to everybody. If anyone has any specific questions about the review, about regarding what I said or what I didn't say, please at me in the Discord with a timestamp once the VOD is up, and then we can go from there. Alright, shoot here. Overhead, beans. Gonna use bypass as a reversal. That's not that bad of an idea in that specific situation. That doesn't work. I'm pretty sure you're supposed to do it before the last hit. I don't think it works if you don't, but I'm not positive about that. It might be you have to do it before you cross the other side, but you can still get the last hit or something. I don't know how the details of that work, but there's some way to make that DHC somewhat work. It doesn't matter. I mean, you want squiggly point on this team anyway. You want bypass assist. Assuming you have bypass assist, this is what you want. I haven't seen really use your assist, though. I'm not quite sure what's up with that. That was a really smart DHC into... Or not DHC. A really... Yeah, okay, so you do have bypass assist. That was a really smart cancel into SBO. And... You should have DHC'd in that situation, into Scapels or something. The reason I say that is because your opponent was push blocking. D&B is +1 on block, but if you push block it, you can very easily PBGC it, punish it. If you're seeing a tearing, it could be that your graphics card... Well, I mean, no, because you're watching the stream, right? Because it's not happening on my end. But in general, for those guys who don't know, because this is an old-fashioned Skullgirls problem, if you see tearing on your screen when you're playing Skullgirls, a lot of it comes down to the fact that it's double anti-aliasing. It's using the graphics card anti-aliasing and the in-Z engine anti-aliasing. So disable it from your graphics card and it'll look fine. I don't know how you're seeing it from the stream, though. That might be something else. I don't know what's up with that.
For my kingdom.
Calling from DMB from that assist is not a great idea. You want to usually get about mid-screen spacing away and use it, I guess, or ideally use it as a lockdown. But if you want to use it as an approach, I guess you can. But it's like, I don't know. Yeah, like that's the best way to use it. Using it in neutral is a little bit tricky, unless you're throwing out a big hitbox to cover her. Maybe if you throw a shuriken while DMB is like approaching, that might be okay. Get him to block H bypass while DMB is coming out. Or M bypass, I guess it might be a little bit better. You don't want it to go as far. Went for the counter, burnt those 2 meters. I kind of respect it, but like, kind of unnecessary. I mean, your opponent hasn't been really going for that many grab mix-ups, so I kind of understand why you'd go for it. But it's almost never worth the 2 meter unless you have a level 3 vial that you really want to get inside your opponent. Kill. Good shit. You actually want to wait till they're on the ground. So you want to use an assist to cover their descent. If you're going to use DP for the incoming. And then use DP and Kara cancel the first 2 hits into SBO. So you're still on the ground when you cancel. And the reason for that is that in the worst case scenario where you actually hit your opponent, in the worst case scenario where they block, you're still safe because of the SBO. In the best case where you hit your opponent, the SBO helps you convert. Big Tony, I think, told me about that one. So DP is still usable for an incoming. It's just not like that. You actually want to wait till they're on the ground and in the corner. It doesn't even have to be an incoming. It's just a decent setup in general. It's a good way to catch anybody that's going to be like pressing buttons out of pressure. Shit.
Sorry, I'm out of lollipops.
This is to know it's begin! Bye!
What am I looking at? Get them points. The blocks. Gotta push block faster. I liked the fuzzy guard attempt. I liked the cross under. Good shit. All this is doing good stuff. I like the dash up overhead. Damn, that's confidence right there. That's what I like. I don't know what's the optimal conversion off of that. Off of forward heavy punch. I would normally go into Silver Cord, Daisy, and then go into the like 7.8 route or whatever if you have punch charge. If you don't have punch, no, I mean if you don't have punch charge. If you do have punch charge, then you can almost hit like 8.2 or 8.3, I think. You didn't convert. What are you doing? You gotta stencil. You actually want to use jumping light punch there, not jumping hard kick to cross up. Jumping light punch, and then falling jumping medium kick. And then you can go into dive kick and then get a full combo, blah, 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 blah. Just push blocking, destroy Squiggly. Let's see now, let's see. TP'd out of the air, you could have been... I mean, like, it's fine, you're trying to approach from the air, and it was around Squiggly's blind spot, so that's okay. Off of that DP, Squiggly can't get shit. She has to get you a SBO incredibly early for it to work out. Or have punch charge and then center stage LM SBO after OTG. That's how Squiggly would do that. From the ban perspective, it's like you didn't make a bad decision there. Like, it just, I don't know. Like, no Squiggly in the right mind would do that. It's so inefficient. Use punch charge and SBO to get a horrible, horrible combo. But it is a way to convert, and it's important to be able to convert anything into a full combo if you can. Okay. Ooh, nice. I like that. Old school, but good shit. All sorts of same side shit. For Arsenic, I think you're expecting cross up a little bit too much. I don't know how you messed up that conversion. You should have been fine there. Okay, so I don't recommend converting off of throw with M dive kick ever, unless you're 100% accurate with it, because if you're just like a pixel too high, it just won't work. They'll recover too fast. So in general, I recommend not even bothering and just using heavy Gravedigger to convert off of throws. SBO, that should kill. You actually did not want to burst bait there, because you gave your opponent the opportunity to pop an alpha counter out. I mean, I guess it's okay to do it there. I guess it's okay to burst bait there if you're not sure if it's going to kill or not. Until your opponent shows you that they're willing to burst alpha counter out so they live. You know what I mean? Yeah. That's one of the times you want to use jumping hard kick as you fall. Or symbols to, like, you know, delay your descent or something. Actually, you honestly don't want to press any buttons because they can option select into an SBO. Was that a reversal? Using Daisy as a reversal? No, that was using it offensively. You used it in neutral. Gray Arsenic was not in any pressure when they used that Daisy. And they specifically use center stage Daisy. You can call it reversal center stage Daisy if you really want to, but like, that's A, that's not really what it was, and B, that's fine. Reversal center stage Daisy is fine. It's just a horrible, horrible idea because, you know, you only need, what, 9 frames? You're vulnerable for 9 frames. Like, hey, I'm using a reversal with 9 vulnerable frames of startup. It's not really a reversal, you know? No conversion, you need to use bypass, obviously. React to what's on the screen. Nice block on the DP. I don't think you should have switched to a solo. I'm just realizing that now. I'm like, why aren't you calling your assist? You could have been counter-calling or punishing a whole bunch. But you're not playing a solo. I don't know why you're doing that. Was it because your duo won against this trio? So you thought the scaling might help you? I'm not sure. I don't know. Having an assist in this situation is just so much better. Solo Val is not an easy life. Oh my god, nice bait on the counter again. Jesus. Wow, you are in this person's head. That's what, 5 games? 4? 5? That was 5. Okay. I don't have too much of substance to say, especially not for Mao, unfortunately. Mao was just kind of playing okay. There were a couple of questionable neutral decisions or whatever, like what you want to do is ban when you're approaching a squiggly. In that situation specifically, like, it was kind of tough. Like, you just kind of had to block there. But you could also, like, if you see your person or your opponent holding punch charge or whatever, you can just be holding up already as you land. As long as you didn't press a button, you'll have 0 frames of recovery as you touch the ground. As the good old Smashers like to say, you will have no landing lag. So you can just kind of hold up on the ground, and which might actually be essential in that situation because your opponent is holding punch charge. Other than that, I didn't really have too much. Let you open lobby against Doc? Alright, sure. Go for it. I was joking when I said nah. I mean, ideally, I guess I'd give that lobby to somebody else, you know, because you already had a set, but I don't care. It's fine.
Who will be our star tonight?
You break to the or not, you break. Tumble run to the other side. Cross up. Stop bunny hopping, Doc. What are you doing? I don't know why you did that. I mean, I guess you were hoping for like a hit confirm into like a full combo, but like, I don't think that was the right situation. I don't know. Like, maybe it was just in my bones or whatever, but like, My instinct told me that Mao was about to back off there. Oh, I saw it. Oh my god, I saw the scan lines. Maybe it is my graphics card. I gotta disable anti-aliasing. Maybe it is me. Fairchus, you might be onto something. I guess it is a new computer. I guess I didn't do it on this computer. I won't be able to fix it until after the stream, so you guys will have to live with it if you guys see it. Check disc. I have a feeling that those aren't supposed to reset. I'm glad it's working out for you. Also, I'm mostly quiet because I want you guys to just enjoy the Skullgirls. This is some be great good shit, you know what I'm saying? Or great shit if you want. DHC, let that double heal. Be careful when you call that assist. I cannot believe he blocked that. That was a good attempted read from Mao. Not a good thing to throw at A-Train, obviously. But hey, sometimes you just feel it, you know? It would have been a little bit better to just up back and air grab. Covers a few more options, I guess. You also get more damage off the forward air grab if you do the full combo afterwards. You also get the corner. It's just actually better in every way. What are you supposed to do against that Cerebella's 1,000 Years of Pain? You're supposed to react to it. It is lovingly called Concho, and Mike Z insists it's fair. I'm not even joking. This has literally been a back and forth debate for 4 years or so, where Mike Z insists that it's 100% fair because you can react to it. You can hit it with like crouching leg kick or something. You can, I think, even grab it. You could, or you can just block and get a heavy counter hit. You know what I mean? Like, you're fine. Like, you can do 100 different things to it, but you have to react to it, and it's one of the hardest things to react to in this game. It's one of the hardest reactable things to react to in this game. Like, he insists that it's just, like, get good. You know, it's reactable. It's not. It's really hard. In any realistic play, like, you're considering so many different options that Concho's like not on your mind when it comes out. Nice reversal bait. I like the attempt from Mao, but it's becoming more and more abundantly clear that Doc isn't just burning meter like it's nobody's business. He's being very careful. He's up backing a lot. You might just need to like jump chase, like just re-jump and go for an air grab or something, or jumping medium punch. You know, if you just get him blocking, that's also good enough. Down low. What were you pressing, Doc? Nothing you should have been pressing there after your stuff got blocked, except for maybe light bomber if you're crazy. Against the Bella of all people. Nice neutral jump there. You absolutely needed to do that. Good respect on the push block. Diamond Dynamo. Going to level 3 and... Yeah, okay. I was gonna say, and you're not gonna kill, but then I saw that damage being done. I saw that health just flying downward, and I'm like, oh god. Maybe it is a kill. Buy as much time as you can. You have 3 meters, set up a monster jail so he can't do exactly what he just did. I mean, I guess that works. It would have been nicer if you hit both characters, obviously. I think that's what you were trying to do. This will buy a lot of time. But now we don't have 3 monster jails. 3 monster jails would have bought more time for that band's health to come back. Oh no. Alright, we got that air grab. Going to a full combo into a car. That should kill. Well, actually, no, because that would be 8.5k health, right? I don't think she does 8.5k with that. It gets close. Can you checkmate with the Luger? No, this is way too much health. You're gonna have to win one more neutral. Nice! Nailed it. Good shit, Doc. Good shit. I don't know why I was rooting for you, but you seemed like the underdog in this situation. Take that how you will. Fuck, I did it again. Dunce, I was supposed to give you push blocking advice. Who were you fighting? Yeah, you were fighting QB. Okay. So, I mean, I guess I gave you some push block advice. Push blocking completely undoes Squiggly, so remember to push block against that. There was other stuff I wanted to say. The PBGC is like the frame perfect push block. PBGC, you want to always push block first hit. Those are the fundamentals of push blocking. A lot of players, most human players will tell you that there are some golden gods out there that will disagree with this, but in general, it's not actually possible to push block first hit every time, but you need to be able to. It's like one of those things where you should strive for that. Most human players will tell you that there are 2 types of push blocks. There's reactive push blocks and what's it called? Predictive push blocks. Predictive push blocks will get you a backdash if your opponent sees it coming. The other one, the reaction push block is you'll push block the second hit, and that's okay, but it's not ideal, obviously. So you want to get good at reacting to first hit and push blocking. I'm also just playing like garbage to the point where your push blocks don't matter anywhere near as much. That is never true. In this game, push blocking is one of the best things that you can do in this game. I promise you, there is never a point where not push blocking better won't improve your play. Or push blocking better won't improve your play. That's what I'm trying to say. Yeah. So always be practicing push block. Second of all, if you're not washed, you literally played better than I've ever seen you play today. Specifically because of that fortune. You need to refresh yourself on that parasol, like practice B&B a couple of times and then go back into practicing fortune, so you're getting more familiar with her. But you were playing fantastic today. I don't know what you're talking about. It wasn't my defense that fucked me. I just played solo parasol for a month and a half. Really? Did you warm up today before playing your games? Because not warming up sets a huge precedent to how you're going to play for the rest of the day. I'm not even joking. Like, literally, I go into the lab every single day. You've been playing for the past 2 hours. Okay, then you have no excuse. I have no idea what the fuck happened, my guy. I guess you're having a bad parasol day. Just dropping super inputs today. Unfortunate. Shit happens. But one of my friends... I mean, you guys know him, Kenji. One of the best advices that he ever gave me is just fucking do it. Not word for word, but something very similar. It's like you just gotta do it, my dude, or something like that. You just gotta do it. I think it was just you just gotta do it. Where basically, if you're having trouble doing something one day or another, yeah, everyone has days like that. But your goal as someone who's practicing Skullgirls should be someone who can get past and do the things they want to do even on days where they are playing at their worst. So in that sense, it's like if you have a day where you feel like you just can't seem to get everything right, those are the days you have to practice the most. Those are the days where you have to break through. It's like a glass barrier and you have to finally shatter that glass. And once you're finally able to do the things you want to do, cool, call it a day, take a break, play again next day. Training advice for everybody. I'm not even joking. This is okay, so the first time I heard this advice, and it's 100% real, like sometimes you just gotta do it. The first time I heard this advice was from the DMV I had failed my driver's test the first time I took it because there's this fake ass looking stop sign, and they said it had counted as real, and I failed the exam or whatever. But I also wasn't the best driver, you know. I'm not like I was still like 17 or whatever. I wasn't particularly great at driving. I was still a fucking idiot. And at the time, my permit was about to expire, and I went in to take my driver exam on the day it was expiring, my retake of it. And at the clerk, I asked, I'm like, hey, I just want to be prepared. Today's the day that my permit expires. So if I don't pass the exam, what are the steps I need to take to, you know, get a new permit or be able to practice and try again, so on and so forth. And she said, oh, that's easy. Just don't fail. And I'm like, what? She's like, yeah, just don't fail. I'm like, very well. Okay. And I went in and passed, right? Not too hard, you know, I just passed. But ever since that day, like, that advice has actually been echoed by lots of people I know. And it's actually so fucking important. On days where you think you can't do something, you just gotta do it. Just tell yourself, I'm gonna fucking do it, and do it. And if you fail, that's fine. Keep doing it until you don't fail. And obviously sometimes it's not possible, right? Like if you're going into a meeting and you're like, I can't fuck up this meeting, and you fuck up the meeting, you don't get a second chance, right? But that's fine. Just do it. Do what you gotta do to make sure you're gonna do what you need to do right. I put the back wheel over a curb at the end of your driver's test. And still pass somehow. I sped and my driver test, and I somehow didn't fail because I was like apparently speeding perfectly under the limit or whatever, where it's like it was a 40-mile-per-hour road and I was going 45 and apparently did not fluctuate over 45 for even half a second. You failed your driver's test like 5 times? Jesus Christ, and I thought I was bad at driving. No, I'm kidding. Obviously, I'm just teasing you. Yeah, driver's tests are hard, and it's also like it depends on who's examining you, right? Like some people just don't give a shit. So it depends on who's examining you. It depends on the location. Depends how busy they are that day, because it sets the mood and all that. So it is what it is, you know. But you gotta pass eventually. Just do it. Ever watched those worst driver shows? I have not. There's probably some umbrella insurance that they can use. The premium must be really high, but I doubt that it matters compared to how much money they're making. Yes, Swaggo, how can I help you? You fix the link. I'll fix the link tonight. I promise. I'll write it down, in fact. There will be semi-important news. Important? I don't know. I don't think it's that important, but to some of you, you guys might be either excited or sad to hear some news about Skullgirls Get Gr8 coming soon. It's just different. Skullgirls Get Gr8 is going to be different for the first time in 5 years. I'll go into more details about it once everything is set in stone, and I will let you guys know. Can you program it to send you a warning when it 404s? How customizable is that bot? That's not my bot. That's the problem. That's the bot that Twitch provides. Is Crank leaving? Could it be? Is that what's happening? Don't go around don't like spread rumors or anything, man. Like, gotta be careful with what you say, you know? You never know what's gonna happen. You guys will find out soon enough. Hopefully early next week. Probably before Be Great. If not at Be Great. That touches my heart. Well, yeah, Swaggo, you're a host. Of course you already know. All of the hosts already know. I mean, I'll go ahead and say it now. I'll announce it more officially later. I am somewhat leaving Get Gr8. I don't plan this unless... Alright, so the person I'm giving all of Get Gr8 ownership over to JP. So I'm sure some of you are really excited because I know at least a couple of you love JP more than anybody else on the show, and that's kind of why I feel comfortable giving it to him. I've gotten everything I wanted to do out of Get Gr8, except for one thing, and that was stability. The problem was that in Get Gr8, I was expecting things to stabilize and we'd have a reliable set of 5 or 6 hosts that would be able to cover for me, and that just never happened. So what ended up happening is my work kept on increasing, and nobody else was able to step in and really help me out. So for me, I'm just like, I got what I wanted out of Get Gr8, and after 5 years, I like demonstrated how consistency helps a community. I've demonstrated like how I was able to transition into commentary just fine, so on and so forth. But like again, this is not about me. It's just about Get Gr8's changing. I'll still be around. I'm not vanishing. I'm not like deleting everything. I'm not like purging myself or anything. But this is all in the hands of JP. So if JP wants to evict me, and he has plenty of reason to do so, he can go ahead and just evict my ass. But for the most part, I'll be around. I'll just be supporting, so on and so forth. But I will not be the official host anymore. So, Doc, thank you so much. That means a lot to me. But you trust JP too? Still love you? Aw, thanks. That means a lot to me. It actually does, because I often wonder, like, why the fuck am I here? Because I mean, I guess since we're already talking about it, I'll like loosely talk about this. But like, it's weird. Like, I don't. You're JP. No, you're not. It's I often wonder why I'm here, because I'm not the smartest person on the Get Gr8 team, right? I have the best PR skills. I guess that's why I'm here. But I definitely know there are a lot of people here who prefer other hosts, not me. Whether because the hosts are better, whether because they just like the host's tone, so on and so forth. I'm commentary. I don't do much other than be fodder, you know? So the fact that people really appreciate my presence at all, it means a lot to me. And I'm saying this in a very personal way. Like I'm saying this in a very personal, selfish way. The fact that people think that they were happy to have me here makes me extremely happy. But enough sentimental shit, because this isn't about me. It's about Get Gr8. Get Gr8's changing a little bit. Just want to keep you guys posted. There'll be a bigger announcement on that, hopefully around Be Great time later this week. You guys are fantastic. I love you all. Have a wonderful evening. VODs will be up right after this. If you guys have any questions about your matches or about what I said or what I didn't say, then of course always reach out to me. I'm not dying, Doc. I'll be around. Rest in peace.